Good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Manna, and this morning, happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. That's right, it's Valentine's Day, and I got a manna for the morning just for this day, and I want to raise this question. The question I want to raise is this: what does love got to do with it? What does love got to do with it? Love ain't soft, but that's what we're going to talk about on this morning. And I got to bring this manna to you on this morning, greet some folk on this morning as well. And you already know it's all about Valentine's Day this morning. What's on your mind this morning? What's going on this morning? What's your plans for this day of love on this day? Talk to me, share with me what you got for me. Let me see, can I see some folk here? I hope you can still see me with my glasses on. How about this? How about if I just take them off and greet some people? Good morning, Brother Pope. How are you on this morning? You know I'm in North Kakalaki. You know I'm here visiting with family and everything. Good morning, Ron. How are you on this morning? Good morning, Diane. How are you? Elder Mobley, how are you on this morning? Valerie, how are you on this morning? Liz, good morning. How are you? Deacon Joe, how are you? Brenda, how are you on this morning? Let me greet some more folk on this morning. Vaughn, how are you on this morning? CC, how are you? Gloria, how are you on this morning? Happy Valentine's Day. What you planning on today? Elder Spencer, how are you on this morning? I don't know why I almost just call you deacon. You're not a deacon, of course. My youngest elder at New Life. How about that? Good morning, Joel. How are you on this morning? Pamela, how are you on this morning? Lena, how are you? Liz, again, how are you? Linda, Brenda's sister. You know I'm going to point that out almost every time. Good morning. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Shout that other person out. Shout the Manna fam out with a happy Valentine's Day because that's what we're talking about on this morning. What does love got to do with Valentine's Day? What does love got to do with it? Just talk to me. Good morning, Laura. How are you on this morning? Bev, how are you? Tally. How are you? Lenora, how are you? Elder Jan, how are you doing this morning? Anna, all is well this morning. Arlene, how are you on this morning? That's right, Arlene. Shout out the Manna fam. Go ahead. Happy Valentine's Day to the entire Manna fam because that's what we're talking about this morning. What does love got to do with it? What does love got to do with Valentine's Day? Let's get with that on this morning. And let me just see there. Hi, Carolyn. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day, Carolyn. Francine, how are you on this morning? Valerie, let me see some other folk here. Haven't greeted yet. Lena, Gloria, Lenore, how are you? Shout out that person, the other Manna fam on this morning. It's a wonderful morning. It's Friday. Friday, thank goodness, thank God it is Friday. And this morning, it is also Valentine's Day. And did you wish your Valentine a happy Valentine's Day this morning? Well, happy Valentine's Day to everybody on this morning. It's time for morning manna. And I want to raise the question for the OGs in the house. We are now in the voice of Tina. What does love got to do with it? How many of you remember that? What does love got to do with it? What is love but a secondhand emotion? What is love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? That's what she said. Let's raise the question this morning. The text to talk, the takeaway. Put your comments in the chat area and then share it. Share it that others can get it as well. And here is the text this morning. It is 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 5. 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 5. The NIV translation, follow along in the version of your choice. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrong. Love. What does love got to do with it? Let's give a little bit of history of Valentine's Day before we get into the text to talk and the takeaway. Valentine's Day was commercialized extremely so, with chocolate and roses and candy and strawberries, chocolate covered strawberries, all of that. And we attribute it to, some say, to St. Valentine, a Roman Catholic priest who performed secret marriages when the empire banned them. Real love has always been something that has come up against whatever, unapologetic, unshaken, and unbroken. That's real love. And that's what supposedly Valentine, or this priest whose name Valentine, St. Valentine, did. Paul started it out, though, with this whole text that we call the love chapter, 1 Corinthians 13. And he delivers this message to a messed up church that was totally divided, and he was trying to see how does he pull it together. They were divided into what you could speak in tongues. They were divided amongst suing each other. There was even incest in the church. They were suing each other as well. It was completely rambunctious in that church. So Paul, amongst all the other prescripts he gives and instructions, he gives this one particular thing that he says, and I believe pulls it all together. He says these things about love. It's not weak. It takes a warrior to love. Love isn't about fleeting feelings. It's about sacrifice, endurance, and truth. The world sells a watered down version, is what Paul is saying. But it is what love will keep this church and relationships together. There are three things I want you to get as a result of that. The first is love is a verb, not a vibe. Put it in the chat area. Love is a verb, not a vibe. I don't know that you love me until I see that you're doing something for me and responding to me. It moves, works, and fights for what's right. If it's only words with no actions, it's counterfeit. I want you to get that. Love is a verb, not a vibe. Here's the second thing I want you to get. Love isn't selfish, it's sacrificial. Love isn't selfish, it's sacrificial. It puts others before itself. If they only love you when you give them what they want, they ain't in love. It's a transaction, not a transformation. Here's the third thing I want you to get. Love doesn't keep score. It scores. If you are holding on to past hurts, holding on to receipts, waiting to show them, you're not loving, you're tallying. Let it go. And that's what Paul was saying. Paul was saying what will bring this church back together, and then when we look at it from the macro to the micro, what will bring relationships together is this love. And I'll read it again. It does not keep record, not easily anchored, does not dishonor, it's not self-seeking, doesn't envy, doesn't boast, isn't proud, it's kind, it's patient. What does love got to do with it? Here's your takeaway. It's not soft, it's strong, steady, and built to last. Don't fall for the imitation. Fall for the love that will last. What does love got to do with it? Here's the answer, Tina. Everything. Everything. This bless you, bless somebody else. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you have a day full of love. See you in church Sunday. God bless you. Share the man. If it bless you, bless somebody else. The Lord be with you, his face shine upon you, and give you peace. God bless you.